China is about to reach a milestone in its economic transformation. In the next couple of years, for the first time in the country's history, urban residents will outnumber rural ones. China's cities have ballooned in recent years as migrants from the countryside have surged in to find work. This process of urbanisation is a crucial driver of China's economic growth. The migrants not only provide labour for factories, they also boost consumption by renting apartments, shopping in markets, eating in restaurants and using nearby services. China needs more consumption of this kind. Officials say, and many economists agree, that the country has relied too much on investment and exports. The good news for China's economy is that urbanisation still has a long way to run. In 1978, only 18% of Chinese lived in cities. This rose to 30% in 1995 and to nearly 40% in 2002. Now it's just shy of half. But this is still far lower than Europe's urbanisation rate of more than 75% or America's of over 80%. McKinsey, a consultancy, reckons that another 350 million Chinese could move into cities over the next 2 decades. That's the equivalent of more than America's entire population. But it won't be easy. China's urbanisation is running into difficulties. Young people have left the countryside in droves, leaving many villages only with elderly people and children. As the young migrants get older, they find it increasingly difficult to find work in the cities. But still they have their land, and some decide to go back. The challenge will be ensuring that migrants become fully fledged, productive urbanites for their entire lifetimes. One obstacle is a system of household registration called hukou. This is a relic of the Mao era, when the Communist Party decided to segregate urban and rural residents and give them different welfare benefits. These days it does not stop migration, but it slows it down by making it very difficult for rural hukou holders to get access to urban schools, hospitals and subsidised housing. Another problem is the system of rural land ownership, which acts as a powerful deterrent against permanent migration. Rural hukou holders are entitled to till a small piece of land. They can rent it out, but they can't sell or mortgage it. The government sees it as a kind of welfare provision. With their little plots of land, people in the countryside will not go hungry or destitute. Not surprisingly, many rural hukou holders would like to keep this benefit. Some Chinese economists say it is time to privatise rural land. This will allow farmers to sell it and start up anew in cities. But there is a powerful resistance in the party to any such reform. Conservatives feel that giving farmers such freedom would trigger an avalanche of landless people that would turn swathes of China's cities into slums. China is proud of having so far largely avoided this common problem in the rest of the developing world. In the minds of party leaders, the global financial crisis has strengthened the case for caution. As many as 20 million migrant workers temporarily lost their jobs when the crisis broke in 2008. Having farmland to go back to, many officials believe, kept them from taking to the streets. The party's fear of instability is holding back reforms that are much needed to keep the economy booming in the years ahead.